Is Merab Dvalishvili being a hypocrite? When asked about Umar Nurmagomedov, he talked about thanking Dana White and how grateful he was for the opportunity he was given. It left a lot of people perplexed as to what one had to do with the other, and the answer to that is it doesn't have anything to do with each other. It was a sidestep, it was an evasion, otherwise known as a ducking of the question. And I say yes, he is being a hypocrite because once upon a time, not that long ago, Sugar Sean O'Malley did not fight the number one contender in Merab Dvalishvili, and instead he fought Chito Vera because they had history with each other previously, etc., etc. Merab was upset by this, and he was saying O'Malley was avoiding him, blah, blah, blah. Well, now that Merab has the belt around his waist, he's talking about fighting Deiveson Figueiredo instead of the true number one contender in Umar Nurmagomedov. Now, a lot of critics are saying, how is Umar Nurmagomedov the number one contender when he only beat one ranked opponent? Well, guess what, guys? That one ranked opponent was the highest ranked opponent other than Merab. See, the way this sport is supposed to work, in an ideal world where meritocracy and rankings matter, is that in the queue, when you beat someone in the queue, you jump up and you typically take their spot in the queue. So, Merab Dvalishvili, being the number one contender, was ranked 1, so that's fine. Corey Sandhagen was ranked 2. I forget what Umar was ranked, but he jumped up and he beat the other number one contender, because remember, Merab is scheduled for this fight, and he's now the next in line. Merab became champion, and now after Merab is Umar. That's how it works, guys. It's really not that hard to comprehend. It's not that hard to wrap your mind around. It's just, it's what happens. And a lot of you want to talk about fast tracking. Okay, so a lot of you want to talk about, what are we just going to fast track them? Yeah, we are, because you fast-tracked Alex Pereira. What happened now? I don't hear you. I don't hear you talking about fast-tracking all of a sudden when it's your boy. Oh, with the arrows. When it's your boy, it's okay to fast-track just because he had a history with the middleweight champion back in kickboxing, once upon a time in the land long time ago, But when it's Umar, who's being fast-tracked because of his last name and because of his family's legacy, now all of a sudden it's a problem. I don't believe it's a problem. I think the guy has, a claim to fame in his last name and his fighting style. He's 18-0, and he beat Corey Sandhagen. I don't think he has to beat all the people below Corey Sandhagen. Corey Sandhagen was the number one contender other than Merab, right behind Merab, and Merab is now champion. So now Corey, who was there, Umar's there. Again, it's really not that hard. And yeah, Merab is being a hypocrite here, guys. Merab didn't like when it was done to him, but now he's looking to do it to Umar by talking about fighting Deiveson Figueiredo just because Deiveson would then be his 5th champion on his resume. But guess what? What are we going to do after that? Are we going to fucking bring up Dominic Cruz? Are we going to get old TJ Dillashaw, back in there? What are we doing? Are we just going to fight former champ? Let's give Henan Barrow a call. What are we doing here, bro? Forget about all that. Merab Dvalishvili is very capable. I'm not even saying he for sure loses to Umar. Would I pick Umar to win? Yes, I would. But it would be a good fight. Just make that fight happen. Just make that fight happen. Don't start brown-nosing with Dana White, talking about I'm so thankful for this, which could all be true, right? Of course you'd be very thankful. He was found on the Looking for a Fight series, etc., etc. Of course he's thankful. But don't start doing that in hopes of, Dana, maybe I could rub up with you, and now all of a sudden you're going to give me a fight against Deiveson instead of the true number one contender. Nah, bro. Just fight the number one contender. I really did not like that answer, and I didn't like his answer afterwards when talking about what's next when he said Deiveson Figueiredo is next. No. Deiveson Figueiredo is not next, bro. He beat Rob Font and Marlon Chito Vera, and Marlon Chito Vera, not for nothing, bro, he's been on a slide. Like, he needs to find himself again because he's kind of in limbo right now in his career. So, to me, a recent win over Cheeto Vera ain't that valuable considering the slide that he's kind of been on. That's just my personal take. I think a win over Corey Sandhagen, who beat Marlon Cheeto Vera once upon a time, is more valuable than a win over Cheeto Vera and Rob Font. So that's pretty much my take on that. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below, whether you agree, disagree. Again, it truly does not matter. I just want you to join the discussion, follow for more, and leave a like if you enjoy the time spent. Thank you. You are all, and I mean all, appreciated.